I'll go first this time. Being nominated for, or even when I was applying for the HYPE Award, like I said before, it just really made me look at my business plan for the Pandero brand. What were my goals? How was I going to achieve those goals? What marketing plans did I have in place? What budgeting did I have in place? What was I forecasting? Because some of the questions that the judges asked during the ceremony were pretty complex questions that really got you thinking about your business and how it was going to succeed. So I'd say that was definitely the biggest impact. In fact, I'm still using the presentation that I put together for the awards and a lot of my sales pitches to big name grocers nationwide.
Yeah, and again, to kind of second a little bit of that, there's a lot to be said for the fact that these judges are people who will give you some really good feedback, having had success in the business world themselves. And I think as you're going through that process, it does make you reevaluate your own brand, because I think as an entrepreneur, one of the things you run into is that you're always in this battle of your dream versus the reality of your product, your brand, the market. And I think dealing with this particular competition, you are forced to say, hey, this is where my business is weak. This is where I can improve. And knowing that someone is going to actually kind of check on that a little bit, and that you're going to have to explain that, I think is very important. And that being said, I think it's a great thing for someone to do, because it does put you into that process. And I would highly recommend anyone who is starting up, or even someone who's been in business for a very long time, to go ahead and go through this process, because it is a very valuable thing that you can do.
Well, the business plan is the most important part, and I just think I didn't really have a business plan in writing before the award ceremony, before being nominated, before even submitting anything. So every business needs a business plan. Every entrepreneur needs a business plan. You can't do anything without it. So by working with HYPE and applying for this award, it really forces you to think about your business and your goals, which is key for everyone.
I think that it's just the fact that there's a pre-launch category in the competition is great, because it opens it up. It says to even those with just an idea that this is worth something and it should be pursued, and then you get to share your idea and see the reaction, and of course that's going to validate your project entirely. And when we applied, the night after our presentations, two people out of the audience came up to me and said that this would be great for my community. How can I get more information? And after we won it, we also set out a press release to the local newspaper, and somebody read the press release from representing a different community and reached out to us. So it really just got the momentum going for us. So it's not, as somebody who won the pre-launch category, it's definitely not too early if it's just an idea. And the validation that I got from it really pushed me and encouraged me to run with it, which I have done since.
We're just making more chips. Making more chips.
It's always good.
Just making chips. Everybody keep eating chips. If you keep eating chips, you're creating Hartford jobs.
My last thought is I'm highly targeting Hartford for my next deployment, and I'd like to go on record saying that.
All right.
I like it.
And I will go on record as saying that while you are eating and purchasing bags of chips in triplicate and using Evan's application on a daily basis, it is the most important thing that you look good while you're doing that.
It's true.
And only Founders Pomade can get you there.
And see, we are specialty tortilla chips for special people that look good. So, not to discriminate.
Yeah, it's
just
only
saying,
for people who look good.
The bag looks good, the chips look good, the eater's got to look good too.
Yeah.